Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair. We're going to wait just another minute or so, let everyone trickle their way into the room and click all the right buttons on Zoom that they need to get in here, and we'll get started. So give us just another minute or so. Okay, well, I think we will go ahead and get started. So again, welcome to the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair. We are excited that you're here. We have a great group of colleges and speakers lined up for you this evening. So hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about these colleges that you are interested in. So I'm just going to go through a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. First, your cameras and microphones are turned off, so we can't see you or hear you, so don't worry about that. Hopefully you can see and hear us okay. If for some reason you can't or that changes, just shoot us a message in that Q&A section and we'll be happy to help troubleshoot that with you. Speaking of the Q&A button, that's really your best way to engage with our presenters this evening. So if you have questions throughout the presentation, you are welcome to submit those using the Q&A button on the Zoom toolbar. It doesn't have to be just to the college that is presenting at the moment. You're welcome to ask questions of any college throughout the entire session, and they'll be happy to type responses to you throughout the evening. So keep those coming. We're happy to answer those. Don't forget, this is just one of many different sessions being offered this evening and this week, so be sure to check the StriveScan website where you signed up for additional sessions you might be interested in, as well as all the session recordings from this evening will be posted there in about a week or so, so you can always check back and catch anything that you wanted to refresh yourself on. So our plan for tonight, we are session B6 here in the middle. So we have 5 colleges that you will hear from tonight: EHL, Queen's University, Temple University Japan campus, Duke Kunshan University, and the American University of Paris. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to EHL to kick things off.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Flores, and I'm here representing EHL. Let me go and share my screen. Boom, life is good. All right, so EHL, just brief history. We actually started off as the world's first hotel school, and then eventually transitioned to becoming ranked as the #1 hospitality management program. I'll get into the details a little bit later. Really simple, you can remember us as a 3-2-1 model. The 3 is actually the locations, and that's what's in front of you right now. So on the left-hand side is going to be Lausanne, which is in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. In the middle is Passau, which is in the Swiss-German-speaking part of Switzerland. And then on the right is Singapore. Don't freak out. The program is taught entirely in English, so you do not need to know the local language, but you will most likely pick it up. The 2 in the 3-2-1 model stands for the pathways. We have the traditional going into a bachelor's degree, or we have our professional pathway, which is really for somebody who's keen into culinary arts. And then eventually it could bleed into the academic program if you feel like you want to pursue a bachelor's degree, which leads us to our 1. We offer 1 bachelor's degree, which is a Bachelor's of Science in International Hospitality Management. So like I mentioned, we are the world's first hotel school, and we are currently ranked as the world's #1 hospitality management program. To be specific, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. Once again, hospitality is not just hotels and restaurants. This is the service industry, which is 1 in 10 jobs globally. In a professional setting, you are an expert at creating experiences and making people feel welcome, period. In an academic sense, this is a business program, but we inject the hotel DNA that we started off in 1893 into your business, so that way you get your clients to come back and you create these memorable experiences. It's a very international campus with 3,300 total students, 2,700 undergrad, coming from over 120 different nationalities. Fun fact, this is also our dress code. We wear suits every single day. The whole point is to prep you for the real world. 84% of our students know 3 or more languages. Don't freak out if you don't know that now. You will learn it by the time you graduate. And we are holistic in our admissions approach. So we want to see what you do outside of school, because we want you to continue that when you come to EHL in one of our many student committees, which in essence are student clubs. One thing we're very, very proud about is also last year we became the first school ever to receive a Michelin star for our training restaurant. and we were also able to maintain that Michelin star this year. What you also notice at the bottom is we have dual accreditation by the US and by the Swiss government. So what that means for you is if you were to graduate from EHL, you can work and continue your education anywhere around the world. So once again, think about options down the road. Do you want local, regional, national, or international career? This will prep you for the international piece. Now, our Lausanne campus, that's the rendering behind me, plus what's on your screen. Very modern, very minimalistic. We have 2 brand new apartment buildings, 3 brand new dorms. Right now we're working on our sports facility, which is gonna be at the bottom. Indoor gym, indoor pool, indoor spa. College life is rough. You need your mani-pedis once in a while. There you go, you get on campus. But even outside, you have an outdoor volleyball court, tennis court, basketball court. The European experience, being in Geneva, which is a 45-minute train ride from Lausanne, you're a 3-hour flight from 36 different countries. So think about your college experience. Do you want to go to Paris over the weekend, Milan? You can actually do that here. And Switzerland, you have all 4 seasons. So you get the hot summer, you get the cold winter, you get a little bit of everything. If you're looking for a different experience, that's where we offer our Singapore campus. Very luscious, very green, filled with expats all throughout the country. So you get a multicultural experience on campus and off campus. This is also a foodie destination. Street food galore, $15 Michelin star lunch, you get that here. And in a 3-hour flight from Singapore, you're in up to 17 different countries. So once again, great weekend trips. So as far as the bachelor's program, it's 4 years. The first 6 months, you switch off courses every single week. We're teaching you how to create service. You're making chocolates, making pastries, drinking wine, making cocktails, then cleaning toilets, working reception, learning French, visiting and eating at a 3 Michelin star restaurant. 6 months in Lausanne, 6 months worldwide doing your internship. 3 semesters, Singapore and or Switzerland, taking business, hospitality, and language courses. We offer German, French, Russian, Mandarin, and Spanish. And then you have your second 6-month internship anywhere around the world. And then after that, in your final year, you do advanced management theory courses, you do elective courses, and you actually finish off the program being a consultant for a real company. Now, 96% of our students within 6 months of graduation get a job, and that's the highest of any university offering this program. It's because we prepare you for the real world. But then also, what are our alumni doing? 47% go into the traditional, what we think are hotels and restaurants. And then the rest, this is a business school, banking, finance, accounting, NGOs, education, healthcare, health and beauty, luxury goods. And in addition, we have over 30,000 alumni working in over 150 countries. So our admissions approach, it's 3 phases. We are on Common App, so you can apply there. We also have a video interview, and we also have another online interview with a mix of alumni and or interns. Another important fact, we do accept financial aid. We do offer scholarships. So there are ways of making your education affordable. If you have any questions afterwards, please let me know. My information's on the screen, so you can call, text, WhatsApp, email, whatever you need. And thank you so much for your time.
Great, thanks so much, Daniel. Okay, next up we are going to Queen's University. Oh, ignore that. Sorry, Nathan, take it away.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Well, my name is Nathan. I'm an admission representative from Queen's University, and I'm just going to share my screen here, and then we'll get started. All right. Well, as I mentioned, my name is Nathan, representative from Queen's University, specifically an undergraduate admissions representative, and I'm very glad to be able to be with you all this evening and be able to share a little bit more with you about Queen's. We are located in Canada, in the beautiful historic waterfront city of Kingston, Ontario, and that's just north on the northeastern shore of Lake Ontario, geographically speaking. By Canadian standards, Queen's is a mid-sized university. That means we have approximately 24,000 students, and of those, about 18,000 would be undergraduate students. But Queen's holds a significant place in our country's history. In fact, Queen's was founded in 1841 26 years before Canadian Confederation. So we have over 175 years of experience educating leaders from around the world. And although we are a university with lots of fun and historic traditions, what continues to make Queen's one of the best universities in Canada is its continued commitment to innovation, research, excellence in teaching, and student support. We want you to know that at Queen's, yes, you will be challenged. You'll be challenged academically. But while you are being challenged, we'll be there with an amazing array of services and supports. And if you embrace the challenge and take advantage of the supports that we offer, then you will succeed. One prime example of a support tool that is available to you right now would be the major maps. If you were to go onto our Queen's website and type in major maps into the search function of the website, you would eventually find a list of major maps, literally maps of each and every major or program at Queen's. And they've been created by our Career Services Office. Each map has incredibly useful content, like a great description of the program or major, what key courses to take in first year, how to get connected on campus, how to get real-world experience, how to prepare for life after graduation. On the right-hand side, there's even a great list of careers that past grads have gone on into. So no matter what you choose to study at Queen's, you can make your degree as unique as you are. Choose courses from astrophysics to Latin, to commerce to history. You get to take advantage of instructional styles such as blended learning or the flipped class style. With flipped class, you're taking the content in before you actually have to go to a lecture. With blended learning, integrating face-to-face with the online learning experience. You'll be able to engage with world-class professors, and while engaging with them, learning from those professors in innovative teaching spaces throughout campus. There's something for everyone at Queen's, and the opportunity to get real-world relevant experience go well beyond the classroom. Everything from arts to athletics, or perhaps you want to join a club that's of interest to you. There's also the summer work experience, opportunities such as on-campus research, or maybe an entrepreneurial opportunity. And then there are also the internship program, which is available to students in every faculty. So with 12 to 16 months working in your field of specialization, you get the opportunity to gain real-world hands-on experience, make a difference, and build your resume. Many of the internships are even paid, with the average salary being around $43,000 for the student for the year. And of course, throughout your time at Queen's, we'll encourage you to start thinking globally, because we live in a global community and we engage in a global marketplace. So consider taking advantage of an exchange or study abroad opportunity with one of the numerous international universities that we partner with around the world. Or maybe you would like to spend a semester at our castle in East Sussex, England, which serves as our international campus. Yes, that is a 15th century castle. Queen's attracts some of the best undergraduate students from across Canada and from around the world. And a 94.6% retention rate, meaning the percentage of students who continue on into second year, proves that we take our promise to support our students seriously. Not only do our students make a successful adjustment to university life, they continue to significantly outperform the average when it comes to progressing through their studies and graduating on time. And with a 91% employment rate 6 months after graduation, our graduates move into the marketplace as very sought after and employable professionals. So Queen's is a comprehensive university with program offerings ranging from applied sciences to social sciences, from humanities to the creative arts. So chances are we offer the program that you're looking for. Once you have identified the program or programs that you're looking for, because we allow you to apply to up to 3, then it's time to submit that application. You can find us on the Common App, or you can apply through the Ontario University Application Centre, or as we call it, OUAC. Just remember to check your email regularly, stay on top of your applicant to-do list, and of course, keep working hard. Now remember, you're going to do great no matter where you go, but we feel that your greatest story starts at Queen's. Thanks.
Great, thank you, Nathan. Okay, next up we are going to Temple University Japan campus.
Well, hello everyone. I'll just share my screen, one moment. Okay. Well, hello, my name is Nathan Crown and I'm the Director of Overseas Admissions here at Temple University, Japan campus in Tokyo. I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of our university and specifically our Tokyo campus here. So for those of you not familiar with Temple University, our main campus is over in Philadelphia on the East Coast. It's a very large public university, about 40,000 students in total, and established in 1884. In 1982, Temple opened a branch campus right in the heart of Tokyo to allow students from all over the world to come together in a global city like Tokyo and study an American education. We're quite different to a Japanese university in that, as I said, it's an American school, but we do offer the ability for students to transfer in from other colleges around the world, get transfer credit. If you're taking AP at school, maybe you're doing the IB curriculum or even A-levels, we transfer those in as a typical American university. We are located right in the heart of Tokyo. For those of you who may have been there before or haven't been there before, right in front on the picture here is Tokyo Tower, and we're not too far from there. If you've heard of a place called Shibuya, which is the sort of the Times Square of Tokyo, we're only 5 minutes by train from there. So close to all the action for our students in such a big city with fantastic public transport, clean, statistically very safe as well. So it's a great place to study. With students not only from America and Japan, but from all over the world. As I mentioned, our main campus is over in Philadelphia on the East Coast, our Tokyo campus in Japan, and we also have a campus in Rome, Italy for study abroad, as well as several study abroad partners throughout the world. So you can come and study in Tokyo for your degree, but still go abroad again, do 1 or 2 semesters at one of our other campuses or one of our partner institutions around the world. So you have many options to further enhance your degree. This is sort of a map of Tokyo again, just to sort of give you an idea where we are if you haven't been before. As I mentioned, 5 minutes from Shibuya, close to all the action, about 10-15 minutes from Shinjuku, one of the main downtown areas of Tokyo. As I said, Tokyo is your campus, so you're studying together with about 1,300 undergraduate students from all over the world, which means small class sizes. Our average is only 21. So if you're looking for a university environment where you don't have large lecture halls, you're not sitting at the back of the room and just listening, you're in a small classroom where you have to actively participate, ask questions, discuss and debate. That's what we offer. So we do have a more challenging class environment, but we feel that that's going to prepare you better for your later career. We have students doing internships throughout their time in Tokyo, and many of our majors require that as well. So if you're studying business, international affairs, etc., you will do an internship in a company or organization in Tokyo. So you're not only getting real work experience, you're getting real work experience in a foreign country, which is great. Some of our students recently worked on a project with a startup in Silicon Valley as their internship. Some work at foreign companies like Audi, the car company, in their offices here in Tokyo. And we want students to get out and about. So we have a whole range of activities and events every semester for students to really enjoy Japan, make friends, learn about the culture and all that. So you might go hiking in the summer, you might do cultural activities, day trips, etc. Students attending Temple University Japan campus come from all over the world, well over 60 countries. In terms of citizenship, about 40% are US citizens and 40% Japanese citizens and 20% from around the world. Even within those groups, you have maybe students that have grown up overseas, maybe dual nationalities, etc. So even within those mixes, it is diverse. and also the age groups as well. So we have our students straight out of high school, of course, freshmen, students that transfer from colleges, students that have been in the military, and students that have been maybe in the workforce and coming back to get their degrees. So the age groups also vary from sort of 18, 19, well up to in their 50s as well. We have a range of clubs and activities, of course, again, for students to enhance their time in Tokyo. Of course, studying is most important, but we want students to join clubs and get out and about, make friends, keep active, and really enjoy their time at the university. One of the key differences between us and a typical Japanese university is we don't separate international and domestic students. So you will be studying together with Japanese students and other students from around the world. It's not separate. If you're wondering about language, all the classes and administration are in English, so there's no need for Japanese proficiency. However, if you do have some from high school or college, that's going to help you from day one in your daily life, and also provide a good foundation to build on. You can study Japanese at the university from beginner to advanced. We offer 10 different majors at the Japan campus across social sciences and liberal arts, with international business studies being the most popular program. And if you have specific questions about the majors, either ask at the end or do email. We moved to a brand new campus last summer, and this is a picture of the front. I'm going to skip through now right to the end because we are running out of time. Our costs significantly less than a typical out-of-state tuition, so it can be less for you to study in Japan than it is to, say, go out of state, say to New York, Philadelphia. You can apply online through our website or using the common application. Either is fine. Our final deadlines for fall, May 14th, but if you are wanting to apply for a scholarship, then please apply by March 1st. All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Great, thank you, Nathan. Okay, next up, we are going to Duke Kunshan University with Lindsay.
Hi, thank you so much. My name is Lindsay Parker, and I am a Global Recruitment Officer with Duke Kunshan University, which is Duke University's new joint venture university in China. So we are a joint venture university partnered between Duke University, which is typically ranked in the US top 10, worldwide top 20. So it's one of the top universities in the world. Our Chinese university partner is Wuhan University, which is ranked in China's top 10. Our students study on both campuses and earn 2 degrees, the Chinese degree from Duke Kunshan University and the US bachelor's degree from Duke University. Essentially, what we're offering is like a Duke Education 2.0 taught in English in China to top international students from all around the world. Our campus is located in Kunshan, China. It's a city of about 2 million people. It's one of the greenest and wealthiest cities in all of China. It's also an emerging technology and innovation hub, something like Silicon Valley in California. From here, it's about 20 minutes on the high-speed train to Shanghai, which is one of the biggest and most exciting cities in the entire world. So it's wonderful that our students have such easy access to such an incredible city. We're also close to China's historic water towns like Zhouzhuang. And so our students can also easily travel to somewhere like this that has retained a bit more of the flavor of more traditional or historic China. As I mentioned earlier, our students do also spend some time at Duke University in North Carolina in the United States. This would typically be done during either the fall or the spring semester of the third year. And there's also the option to add on a consecutive summer term. And again, they do, in addition to the degree from Kunshan University, graduate with a bachelor's degree from Duke University in the US. So this university is a global university that's meant to attract students who really want to make a meaningful difference in the world. It is a research-oriented liberal arts and sciences university that takes an innovative, practical, and global approach to higher education. It is highly interdisciplinary and experiential in its approach as well. We are hoping to teach all of our students about how the world works around us and how things like economy, energy, health, environment, technology, and politics, all these different areas influence and impact each other, in the hopes that our students will find a way to help solve the biggest global challenges currently facing us. This is a list of our current majors. They are all interdisciplinary dual majors that are pre-packaged together, kind of like a major and a minor, or like a double major. We are also running on 7-week mini-mesters where our students can focus on just 2 classes at a time, which is much less stressful than juggling 4 or 5 classes at one time. So our students really like that. And we're also on a modified course week where Mondays through Thursdays are for learning in the classroom, and every Friday is for experiential learning outside of the classroom, almost like a all highly diverse, right, for 60% Chinese, 40% international, and right now it's about 17% US students. I'm going to move through some fast. We do have some gorgeous student residences. Over 80% of our international students currently receive reduced tuition through scholarships and financial aid. All applicants are automatically considered for merit scholarships, and those packages can cover up to 100% of tuition coverage. So our scholarships and financial aid can be quite generous. We are on the Common App, and we are test optional this year. And if you would like the full presentation, here's a QR code where you can sign up to get a full info session or a student-led campus tour. And if you sign up for one of those and you are based in the US, we will also send you a nice soft DKU t-shirt in the mail. So thank you so much for your time and attention, and I'll hand it back over.
Great, thank you so much, Lindsay. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we are going to go to the American University of Paris.
Bonjour, my name is Jen Boucher, and I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions with the American University of Paris. So even though the university is located in Paris, France, I actually live in California. So I'm always happy to answer your questions in the same or very similar time zone. AUP was founded in 1962 as an American university. So we are a fully accredited 4-year program with semester systems. All classes are in English, but we are just located in Paris. So think American degree, but European location. We have over 1,000 students, but they come from 100 countries. So they come from all over the world, all different backgrounds, beliefs, nationalities, ethnicities. About 50% of our students do technically come from the US, but many of them are dual citizen, multilingual, well-traveled. So there's usually an international mindset to our students, even if they've never left the US before. 15 is the average class size, and 9:1 is the student to professor ratio. But just like our students, our faculty actually come from over 30 countries, and 70% speak 3 or more languages. We have 26 majors and 39 minors. The majors are in fields like business, politics, communications, arts, and humanities with an international emphasis. You could also double major, add a minor, change your major, or even enter undeclared. We have several classes that actually take you out into the city of Paris to explore. So one of my personal favorites is called Paris Through its Museums, where you actually visit the museums as part of your class. The city of Paris is split into 20 neighborhoods called arrondissements, and we are located in the 7th arrondissement, which is located right on this map here. You'll see the Eiffel Tower is on the left, Alto de Invalides, where Napoleon is buried, is on the right, and those numbers 1 through 7 are the campus buildings. This is the same map, but in a real life setting. So we're in a beautiful area of the also beautiful city of Paris. Right in this triangular section, you'll see with my mouse scrolling over. At the furthest point, it's about a 15-minute walk across campus, but usually it's about a 5 or 10-minute walk between classes. This is also an open, urban campus feel. When you're walking from class to class, you'll see buildings very similar to these with that beautiful French architecture, and we're surrounded by various museums, businesses, restaurants, cafes, and apartments. We have several events and clubs all throughout the year, but one of my favorite events is called the World's Fair, which takes place every spring. It's very similar to a college fair, but every table is a different country with food from their homeland, so bon appetit. One of the most incredible experiences you could have as a student at AUP are going on study trips. These are where students travel all over the world with their professor and classmates to experience what they're learning in the classroom in person. Recent trips have included Shakespeare in London, psychology in Cairo, and film in the Netherlands. We also offer cultural excursions, which are fun trips throughout France that range from a perfume making class in Paris to visiting Normandy for the weekend. Housing is very unique compared to most universities. So instead of the dorm with the meal plan, we have independent housing for our students. And we're currently making some changes due to COVID-19, but just know that housing is guaranteed and required for freshmen for the first year and for transfer students for the first semester. We also have a housing office that finds and furnishes residences for our students, including homestays. Plus, these residences do come with kitchen areas, so students would make their own meals. To apply to AUP, we use the Common application, or you can apply to AUP directly. We also require 2 essays, your activities list, 2 letters of recommendation, and your transcripts. We are test optional, always have been even before COVID, and the average SAT is 1265, average ACT is 30. The admissions office reviews applications on a rolling basis. So once you submit your application, you should hear a response within about 3 to 4 weeks. They also begin to review applications for the following fall in mid-November, and we do offer a spring intake as well. Here's the cost of attendance in euros. In dollars, give or take based on the exchange rate, it would be approximately $58,000 for the entire cost of attendance. We also offer scholarships. The first one, the Global Citizen, is merit only. The last 2, the Tuition and Scholar Awards, are merit-need combination. And if you're an IB diploma candidate, you could qualify for our IB diploma scholarship. Just keep in mind that you would receive either a combination of the first, third, and fourth, or the IB diploma scholarship, not a combination of the 2. You're also welcome to take out loans like Stafford Parent Plus or private Sallie Mae loans, but no federal grants because we are located abroad. 94% of our students have a job or are in grad school within 1 year of graduation. 80% report an international element to their career, and 50% report that a professor personally helped them on their career path. So we are a smaller university with that individualized attention, and we truly help students on that case-by-case basis. Plus, we have 20,000 alumni in 145 countries all over the world. So it's an amazing place for you to begin that global career. My time is up, but here's my contact info once more, plus a QR code if you'd like more information. But merci for your time and have a wonderful day.
Great, thanks so much, Jen. Okay, well, that is it for our formal presentations this evening, but I'm going to ask all of our presenters if you want to come back on screen. We have a few extra minutes, so I'm going to give you all another minute or so if you want to tell our attendees, both tonight and that we'll be watching after, one more thing that you didn't get to cover about your university, a favorite tradition on your campus, a favorite experience students get to have, something fun that they can look forward to. And we'll just go in the same order that you presented in. So we'll start with Daniel and EHL.
Yeah, so every year we typically have what's called Fête Finale, which is twice a year, and then we also have Fête Universal. Fête Finale is pretty much a massive party for the upcoming graduating class, and it's usually themed. So we've had Arabian Nights, we've had a speakeasy type thing, and it's actually all student run. Fête Universal is a celebration of cultures because we are an international school. So they'll do different booths of like the Latin American booth, the North American booth, and they're serving drinks and food from their hometown or from their home country. So it's just a really great way of celebrating everything. One thing that also makes us very unique is that everybody on our program in the undergrad is doing the same program, just at different intervals, since we only have one bachelor's degree. And hospitality, once again, is an industry where you love to be around people and love to make people feel welcome. So you may be far away from home, but you in essence have a new home now, and then you become part of the EHL family.
All right, well, I guess one other thing I could share, maybe two, about Queen's University is that the city of Kingston that we're in, it's a smaller city, around 150,000 people, but it's got a lot of cool things going for it. It was going to be the capital of Canada before Ottawa became the capital, so it has this old school history to it. It's got more restaurants per capita than any city in Canada. Probably comes with being a university town. And on top of all of that, the BBC recently rated us one of the top university towns in the world. So very student friendly. It's a really cool community to be in aside from the Queen's University community itself.
Well, just to add on for our university in Tokyo, all of our students have some kind of interest in Japan, and that varies. Some are really interested in the food, some are interested in different parts of the culture, some love anime and manga. There's all sorts of reasons why people come. So the common bond is a love for Japan, and Tokyo is such a big city, and every downtown area has something different to offer. So whatever your interest in Japan is, you will certainly be able to really immerse yourself in that part of the culture. And just also on housing, we do have dormitories, but also we offer a homestay as well. That really gives you a chance to immerse yourself in the culture, live with the Japanese family for the semester, and see their way of life. And they'll cook breakfast and dinner for you as well, and you go out on the weekend together. So that's a really great way to enhance your time in Japan. So we hope to see you in Tokyo one day.
One of my favorite things about admissions with Duke Kunshan University is that in a typical admissions cycle, if you apply to DKU and you get in, we will actually fly you to China in late April to do a 4-day kind of long weekend on-campus experience where you get to tour campus, tour the local area, meet the other international admits, take some sample classes from our professors, and basically see if this university feels like a good fit for you. And that is before the deadline to decide whether or not to commit to this university or choose to go somewhere else. So of course, with the travel restrictions currently in place related to COVID, it's tough to predict if this is something we can do in 2021. But if we can safely hold this event on campus, we certainly hope to. So that would be something to potentially look forward to if you're applying to DKU.
Great. And at AUP, we also have an annual Thanksgiving potluck dinner. I would say quick side note is you would have class on American holidays, but not on French holidays. But there are quite a few French holidays, so rest assured you'll get some time off from class. But I think it's neat how we do celebrate those American holidays, even though we're located abroad, and many more as well. So it's a very open and inclusive environment. Along with the city as well, Paris, I think the Eiffel Tower is the most visited paid tourist attraction in the entire world. But even though we're located right next to the Eiffel Tower, a lot of tourists, at least from what I find from when I've been to Paris, they tend to take the metro directly to the Eiffel Tower or to Champs-Élysées or all the other attractions. So our neighborhood is near everything, but it feels like an authentic French neighborhood. So that's one thing I really love about the university.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen one more time, but to the students who are joining us tonight and watching this later, just want to say thank you again for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing from our presenters and the colleges and learned a little bit more about where you can see yourself. So when you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. If you don't mind taking a minute to complete that for us, we'd really appreciate any feedback that you have. Also, don't forget, this is just one of many sessions being offered this evening and this week. So be sure to check back on the StrideScan website where you signed up for additional sessions you might be interested in, as well as in about a week, all of the session recordings will be there as well. So again, thanks for joining us. Have a great evening, and we will talk to you soon.